Erik Ten Hag is in the process of turning Manchester United upside down this season. The Dutchman's well known for his time at Ajax, but there were few at Old Trafford who dared to believe he could be the man to turn everything around for the Red Devils. So far, he's hardly missed a beat since arriving in Manchester. The club is developing talents, playing good football, and has the opportunity to win several trophies this season. The Dutchman was never a famous football player, but over the past 10 years, he has climbed the football ladder to the top of the world. How did Ten Hag end up as a success story at the Theatre of Dreams? This is the untold story of Erik Ten Hag, the manager who has made Manchester United fans believe again. The Unknown Road. Erik Ten Hag's professional playing career began at the Dutch team Twente in 1989, after joining the academy from his childhood club SV Bon Boys Hoogsperen. During his fairly mediocre career, he played for clubs such as De Graafschap, RKC Waalwijk, Utrecht, and 3 periods for Twente. When he retired at the age of 32 in 2002, he took with him a cup medal and a second division title in his baggage. The ex-centre-back ended his career with 296 appearances in the Eredivisie, and his entire career was spent in Dutch football. Few then knew about the man who would later take both Ajax and Manchester United back to the top. In the aftermath of his playing career, Ten Hag quickly chose to move into a coaching career. He spent the next 7 years at Twente, where he started as a coach at the under-17 level and ended up as an assistant coach at the club's first team. In 2009, he moved on to the big club PSV Eindhoven and became Fred Rutten's assistant coach. He stayed there for 3 years, until Go Ahead Eagles in the second division wanted him back in 2012. In his only season with the club, he took them up to Eredivisie for the first time in 17 years. When the promotion was secured, Bayern Munich had their eye on the talented coach. Ten Hag was hired as the coach for the German second team in 2013. Pep Guardiola came to the club's first team the same summer. I learned a lot from him, how he gets his philosophy onto the pitch, build-up play, transition, attack. He had drills for everything. It's this structure that I've tried to implement with Ajax, he later told The Athletic. Ten Hag stayed with Guardiola and Bayern for 2 years and won the 4th division in Germany with the team. The success story of Ajax. In 2015, Ten Hag moved to Utrecht in the Eredivisie, where he became both the sports director and manager of the club. In his first season, Utrecht finished in 5th place, and in the next, he led them to a 4th place finish in European play. But unfortunately, the club failed to qualify for the group stage. Ten Hag, on the other hand, had shown his quality as a manager, and in December of 2017, he was hired as Ajax's new head coach. In his first half season, he led the team to a 2nd place finish, qualifying for the Champions League the following year. In the 18-19 season, Ajax made it all the way to the semi-finals of the tournament, beating Real Madrid and Juventus in the knockout stage. However, in the semi-final against Tottenham, it came to a stop after a hat-trick by Lucas Moura in the second half of the return leg at the Amsterdam Arena. He still won both the league and the cup that season, but had to watch several of his stars leave the Netherlands during the summer. Barcelona player Frenkie de Jong and Bayern player Matthijs de Ligt were the 2 biggest departures. Ten Hag had to rebuild, and the Dutchman had no trouble doing so. The team was leading the league when the COVID-19 pandemic hit, and the league was cancelled. In Ten Hag's last 2 seasons in 2021 and 21-22, they won the league. On January 16, 2022, in his last season as Ajax coach, he also became the fastest coach to reach 100 wins in the Eredivisie. Ten Hag only needed 128 games to reach the milestone. In May 2022, the news broke that Ten Hag would leave Ajax for Manchester United. The Red Devils were on their knees after a weak season with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ralf Rangnick. The pursuit for trophies. During the summer, he brought in some familiar faces to Old Trafford: Lisandro Martinez and Antony from Ajax, and Tyrell Malacia and Christian Eriksen, who also have experience from Eredivisie. In the end, he also managed to secure Casemiro from Real Madrid. The season didn't start well for Ten Hag, who had to watch his team lose to both Brentford and Brighton in the first 2 league rounds. But everything turned around when Liverpool visited Old Trafford on August 22nd. 2 goals from Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford secured a 2-1 victory and Ten Hag's first win in the Premier League. The Dutchman's Manchester United team has not looked back since, and at the time of writing, they have a chance to win as many as 4 trophies this season. He has improved players like Luke Shaw and Marcus Rashford, and given opportunities to talents like Alejandro Garnacho. The Ronaldo situation from last fall could have become a big scandal, but Ten Hag had an unwavering calmness when his biggest star created big headlines. He's given the Old Trafford crowd hope again, and a reason to believe for better days. Where will the success story end for the Dutch tactician? Can the club return to the good times with Sir Alex Ferguson? Only time will tell for the talented and composed manager from the Netherlands. Thanks for watching this video, and make sure to follow and subscribe for future videos from Untold Football. Do you have any ideas for an untold or interesting story in the footballing world? Please leave a comment after the video. We are here for the Untold Football Stories.